what's up everyone? I'm Ace Trainer Jay, and today we're going to go through the Eeveelution plushies. I've got all of them. Let me get them out of the bags and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I've got everyone out of their bags and set up. I keep them in bags because the display shelf thing I've got isn't exactly airtight and I don't want to get dust all over them. Or I don't want them to gather dust and, you know. So I want to keep them in bags for now until I can get a airtight display. But here we've got Eevee. You see its mane's fluffy, it's furry. I love it. Got the tags on everyone. And all these come from the same series, I guess. The X and Y series. They've all got their tags. A little warped, but I've got them. This fluffy tail, and these are all very well made. Like they're actually filled with stuffing. I remember getting plushies as a kid, and a lot of them, like my Charizard, he was kind of floppy. He just kind of sagged there, like he was just there. He wasn't stuffed properly. But again, that's like back in 1999, 2000, something like that. And here's Vaporeon. Its poor little ears, fins, don't have any spines in them, so they're kind of just fabric, and they flop there. The poor thing looks sad half of the time. It's, what is it, a fan, I guess you'd call it. It's little spines. These all, the majority of them stand very well. Here's the tag. I've got Jolteon. Flareon stands sometimes. Glaceon doesn't ever want to stand. And watch. Okay, never mind. I had Flareon holding up Jolteon. Here's this one. This one's so fluffy. I think they did a very good job on the fur, because a lot of plushies I used to get as a kid, when they started doing fur, the fur would come out. Like you do this and you get a handful or fingers full of it. It's fluffy tail. Again, everything's stuffed very well. I just don't like this whole 80s boof going on, bouffant, 80s bangs, because it makes the ears look crooked. Like if you look at it from behind, oh, maybe the ears are a little crooked. Anyway, I just don't like this whole 80s hairstyle. Here we've got, oh, pull its ear off, Jolteon. This one's just, its head's too big. I'm not a fan of this one at all. But I still think it's, a little hind end's cute, little, what do you call them, spikes, whatever they are. This right here reminds me of a court jester. Here's the tag. Its ears are, I feel like its ears should be bigger, but it'll do. Here's Espeon. Little tag. This is one of my favorite ones. This and Umbreon are my favorite plushies of the set. They stand so perfect. Again, they're very, grab his little tush. Got a little tush tag. His tail. The ears are very sturdy. It's got little ear tufts. Little cutie. Love it. And then here's the other one. Umbreon. I think this is my favorite Eeveelution out of all of them. I loved Espeon, but I love Umbreon so much more. Let me get it. Everything's sturdy, nothing too spectacular about it. The little bands, I think these are embroidered on. These are just sewn to it. I don't think they're three separate pieces. It's just felt sewed over the tail. Of course, everything's embroidered amazingly. If I can get a good look at, or get a good focus on it. Here's Leafeon. I'm not really a fan of this one either. I don't like how flimsy the tail is, but I understand it's supposed to be a leaf. It's got a little tush tag too. But I feel like if you were to have this out and you would play with it, the poor tail would get ripped off because of how thin it is. These are actually pretty sturdy. I think it's just because they're so small. It's the same stuff as the tail, I think. No, the tail's a little thinner. His little ears, little head leaf, chest leaves, little fluff, or whatever, the leaves on its little feet. And I think this art on the tag is so cute. Leafeon was never my favorite Eeveelution, but a lot of people do draw amazing art of it. And Glaceon. I don't really like Glaceon. There goes Sylveon. I don't really like Glaceon too much. This one's actually got spines in its ears, so it's sturdier. I don't really like this thing, but I guess it's the best they could do, because I can't think of a better way to do it. You know, here's these little flimsy. And this tail actually has a spine in it. They should have put a spine in Leafeon's, but I guess where it's a leaf, it's supposed to be free-flowing. Free-flowing? Yeah, I said it right. So I understand. And it's got the little spots on the back. I think they're so cute. So there's Glaceon. And finally, we get to Sylveon. Little cutie. It reminds me of something that would be in Sailor Moon. Its ears. Don't have spines in it, but this one's a little floppy. I think it's just because the bow's right here. But it's got its little ribbon going everywhere. What's going on here? Oh, I've got strings coming out. It's a little ribbon. It's a little bow. And these don't exactly sit down. They flop back, but it's fine. And for the longest time, I thought Sylveon had a ribbon for a tail. Because when I got this, I was looking at the tag and I thought, I don't recall Sylveon having an actual tail. But Sylveon's got a tail. A little cute tail. A little cute little pink feet. I think it's just all around cute. I wish everything would stand up correctly. When it's standing up, everything, which I think the ear sags because the bow's in the way and I've got the tag on still. But if you guys liked, be sure to like the video, subscribe for more. I'll be showing all my other plushies. Go down in the descriptions, follow those links, do what you do. I really appreciate it. And until next time, toodles!